Oh, well, and this is check the reason. Yeah. Now, I just want to say this quick thing, right? This is why the title of this video is Why Cartel Will Never Be Free. Let me show you one thing, right? After this man appeal come true, right? And all of these things, right? Now, they said he was meant to have like a retrial on these things, right? Correct? Now, a retrial, you have to assimilate new jury. You have to assimilate quote unquote new things, right? And that costs money. And they said, who have to pay for that? The Jamaican government. Do they have that type of money to be paying for this guy's trial every minute? No. You understand? They don't have this type of money to be sorting these things out every minute. And by the time them done finish sort out trying to get a retrial for cartel and these things and gather back evidence and appoint new prosecution and new defense team and these are another 5 years down the line. This guy will never ever come out of jail. Nah. Well, first of all, him name linked with too much things. You know what I mean? Too much. The man name linked with too much. You know it and I know it. The man name linked with too much things. Whether guilty or not, this conversation is not that. But we'll get into that at some point. But at the end of the day, his name is calling to too much things. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You understand? When you have this type of guy that your name calling to XYZ non-stop, even with government officials, they just, just leave him inside here. You know what I mean? And loads of people are saying these days, like the and Serpy, all the one Serpy, him not giving up. So it's a balance of what it's as what the these sometimes people say is nature balancing out itself. You know what I mean? But the argument with should he be free or should he not be free, I don't know. This is not my thing to say. You know what I mean? I don't work with the courthouse. I don't work with any government officials. I could only give my check the reasoning. Get me? But I'm just thinking that they will never let him for free. This is why he will never be free. Name linked with too much things as well. This that happened, Vice Note with Momo and them. If I could hear these things, government officials are hearing these things. You know? So at the end of the day, I don't know what to say. Because I can't see him letting him out. Isaac Buchanan, up to now, all I hear about Isaac Buchanan coming to Privy Council and doing this. I don't hear anything else about Isaac Buchanan doing this and doing what. What is he doing? I don't know. Did Cartel get a new lawyer or I don't you know what I mean? These things are very shaky, you know. Him name link with too much arms house, man. Him name link with too much arms house. And the wickedest thing I want Serpy describe certain things because Serpy got so many things. And I want to tell you a thing as well. One of my codies tell me say when him go down a yard and when him go link XYZ, I set a bad man, a Serpy, them I listen to, They're listening to actually Serpy conversation, Like he's telling me he went and go and link one of his cousin, and then his cousin took him to another gal yard and but by the end of the day, where he went, bad man over there in the corner, I do them chalice or whatsoever, and I Serpy the man them I listen to. You're listening to Sir. So, you know what I mean? And people who I know say, yo, Serpy may focus on, but him have a lot of, you know what I mean? And this is not no hearsay thing. And they must say, oh, this man actually have some real good. You know what? We don't even not getting at the Serpy thing, because you know what I mean? Me no bad mind nobody either. Yeah, I mean, better feel thing over this, but As what me I said, the government not trying to let cartel out of jail. No time, anytime soon. Cause him call up in a this. You know what I mean? Last time I heard he married some girl from outside the country or something like that. He was meant to marry some girl or something like that. That's what I heard. You know what I mean? Some Canadian girl or something. I don't know where she from. But something like that. Something of that aspect. Well, you know what I mean? Even Sean Stam, what Sean Stam there do, you know? Sean Stam, I ride or die with him inside there. You know what I mean? Me personally, me can't go to jail for another man. Me personally. No matter what another man, I cannot get for jail for another man. Sorry. I'm not doing it. Call the guy and tell the guy whosoever that I'm not going to a jail for another man. Me can't sit down in a jail for 20, 30 years for another man. I'm not independent. Sorry. Sorry. If I know I don't do something, I'm not going to jail for another man. You get me? If I do something now and this is my time to do my time, then yes, I'll go in there and do my time. I would say, officer, listen, this is my weed, but that's not my gun. This is my weed, but that's not my gun. This is the 10 pound out of mine, but that's not my gun. I don't know where that come from. Ask me about that. I don't know where that came from. Sean Stam, you're good though. Sean Stam, you're good. You get me? Me don't know how you manage to do that, but as because enough man said that as well. I know that's me. Enough man said Sean Stam good enough. I mean, me nah strong not jail with no man. I'm after me not do nothing. I don't mean them want. Them want the man with the big. This is how you scramble an organization, you know. Like when Sammy the Bull and them, when them want John Gotti and them band, them Sammy the Bull have bare bodies, loads of bodies, but they don't want him. He's just a. You get me? Sammy the Bull flipped on everyone and get a lesser time, and he's the last man standing. Sometimes it's best to be the last man standing, you know. Playing words from a cartel sing. I'm the last man standing, but I'm not do 30 years for you and next man thing. Chance time you're good. But cartel them not let them man out of 2 more man in it. Chance time and some other 2 more man. We never remember them little fandangles there. But I was me I say is this them not let him out of that. You know what I mean? It's too much. And by the time you're done, look at no, it's an election year as well. Right? 2024 is an election year. Within an election year, you think them have time to be focused on releasing this guy? Them can do all the free world boss thing on the one, though them not gonna release this guy. It's an election year. Andrew All is not gonna release him. The minute they do that, your judicial system becomes a mockery. It becomes a mockery. No, for if you're gonna look in beyond, this is another thing that they won't release him as well, because within the eyes of the international stage, if you're gonna, with all the evidence that they have and all the evidence that they presented to the public and all the voice notes, if you release this man, your incompetency as a judicial system goes down. You make the England system look bad as well, because England is the governing body of this island of Jamaica. The judicial system, the final court of appeal, is in the Privy Council, which is based in the United Kingdom. You make that system look bad as the Jamaican judicial system. You make the incompetency of these things look bad. So that's one reason as well. Another reason why he cannot be. They're not gonna let him go. You know what I mean? Yeah, because that means your lawyer system, the juries that you choose, everything was a big shambangle. You waste loads of people, taxpayers' money, and now you have to go and borrow money back from the IMF. And these things are not. Listen, these things cost money, you know. These things cost money with a draining economy like this doesn't have. And to putting it back on the road, and they can't afford. Even if they want to do, they cannot afford to bring him back on the street. They can't even afford a second trial for him. These things cost money. How are you going to ration it? And within this election year as well, Andrew Owens will look like the biggest fool for let this type of person back on the street to release him. It's the way it's very slim. It's a miracle if they let him out. And him and chance time, and that means they would have to release is 4 man get charged, right? 4 or 3. Either way. It will be 4 man back on the streets. And you know who and them affiliate with such and such crew and all of it. Him them call up in as so much things and who him affiliated with and all of these things. There's too much. It's too much. They can't afford it. You know what I mean? They can't afford it. Even if they want to do, they can't afford the backlash, the incompetence of the government, the borrow back money from IMF, the making the judicial system look bad from UK to Privy Council. It's a whole big shambles. How many people have actually got released when other countries took the final court of appeal to the Privy Council? I don't know, but I reckon it's zero. You know what I mean? If he get really, he'll be the first. Because certain Caribbean islands to fight, even if they have republic, the final court of appeal is the Privy Council itself in the United Kingdom. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, it's like this. I mean, Isaac Buchanan, I don't know what Isaac Buchanan doing and what information he's telling to the public, but I don't see he's doing anything that will actually suffice. You know, I don't see him doing anything that will actually help the situation. You know what I mean? And everybody say, oh, them bad mind, nobody not bad. Listen, it's been over, well, how long has it been there now? What, decade, right? Nobody no bad mind cartel like that, bro. Artists are come and go, come and go, come and go. Him still a drop music, man. Nobody not bad mind the man like that, bro. The man have so much vice now to talk about shoes and all of these things. People are not idiot, bro. People know what you're talking about. I mean, people know exactly where you're talking about. Like, there were so many things. I mean, all them going on phone and this and that. But at the same time, you have a jury attack. You have a rogue jury attack about you have to pay money if it does let vote not guilty. You have so many things against the man. It's unbelievable. Like evidence against him. You have so many evidence against him. So it's and it's not my thing to say him guilty or not. That's not me. I'm just looking at what has been presented to me and the public. Voice note, jury tampering, all of these things. You know what I mean? Syrupy that it's too much thing. They're not gonna let him free. I cannot see they letting this man. It's too many things. When you boil it down, there's too many things to have it. The situation with Roderick and them man there, Momo, it's too much. They can't let this man free. Unless he's gonna be bringing in what? Well, he have Richard Branson endorsements coming in when he get released. Mark Zuckerberg gonna come and bring a new thing in a Jamaica and when him get released. What is the what is the beneficial for the economy of this man or music? You check the scale of his. All people look at his views. You check the purchase of how much people buy this guy's album and stuff. Well, they're big and big, and people not buying music nowadays. People stream, people just click. People not buying anything. So what all people are gonna fly in and come see the journal? Can he sustain for the next 20 years? Can this music? Listen, Bob Marley's been there from so long, and Bob Marley is one of the main source of revenue for that island. Can Cartel be that same level? Jimmy Cliff, his music is still playing, the man is still touring. You know what I mean? Peter Touch music still. I went in one shop the other day, one German shop, and a Peter Touch album, the man them a play. You think if, and the man are dead from how long? You think Cartel can bring in? Listen, when people say certain things, them must make me laugh, no brother. Get me? You have good music, yes, but free music are for the people and up on the car and skin out and a car party and all that. You think free music can outlast the test of time like them man, yeah? You can listen. You can see certain people do music, right? You can do whatever music you want. That's fine. But your music that lost the test of time is a different thing. Not everyone have that that talent for like the Bob Marley, Bunny Wailer, and them man, the Peter Touch, them music, them and you know what I mean, them old school man, the music will last forever. Beatles, Michael Jackson, you know what I mean, Kenny Rogers and Whitney and Dolly Parton and Elvis and them man, their music will last the test of time. Cause them man, they made pure music. But Marley say, shut the sheriff and up to now, me hear people. Listen, cartel a good music for this generation, yes. But people now gonna just flying for come see cartel like that as what people think. Get me? People are flying and come see Bob Marley museum every year by the thousands. Every year, almost that name alone bringing. Listen, I them are gonna say, oh, you're bad mind, this and you're bad. My thing is, I just can't see them letting this man out of jail because there's no benefit for him to let him out of jail. What benefit are you bringing if I let you out of jail? What benefit? Tell me. It's too many things. It's too many things. It's too many things. It's too many things. I can't see them letting him out. Vice note after vice note. I tried. Listen, I'll be honest with you. I said this before in a previous video. I want him to come out of jail. I want to see him because I want to see that corrupt government they have down there collapse. I want to see that happen. I want to see that government collapse. I literally want to see that collapse. I want to see that government scramble. Collapse. I want to see that. Because that's what I'm saying. Not to say if I'm guilty or not for him come up, but I just want the corrupt government to scramble. That's per se why everyone has their reason because they're a fan and they want to listen more music or whatever and they want to see the general get free. That's fine. My thing is I just want to see the government collapse. Because if them let him out, that's exactly what will happen. And that not happen. That's wishful thinking. You know? I want to see the because the amount of places that will cover this news if that ever come out. But that's for a short time though, but that's neither here or there. But you know, everyone have their own reason, everyone have their own motive, everyone have their own agenda. This is just check the reason. I was giving my little 2 cents, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm just classing this white cartel will never be free, but you know what I mean, as well I say Sean Stam him good. Sean Stam I ride it with him, but me can't brother as me personally, if that was me as an officer, this is my weed, but that's not my gun. This is my this, that's not my I was not no house. I don't know nothing. You understand? That's me. At the end of the day, me not stay in jail for 20 years or 30. Some man good like that. I'm not. I am not good like that. If me do something wrong, then I'll take my charge and go lie down in that and sleep and I wake up back again. I mean, but every man don't like me still, but that's the cartel thing me that talk about, you know. But at the end of the day, every man to them. Hey, check out my previous video before this, man. Was had some real good content on the puffy thing, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't want to go back and forth. But yeah. But anyway, this was just check the reasoning, you see? Yeah, I mean, boom jaw. You don't know. Like, share, and subscribe. Actually, nobody even like and share because no, not like my thing yet. You know what I mean? But you don't do the thing set already. Boom jaw. Don't know. One love.